Hey yo, it's your boy Caleko. Good morning. How are you doing? I myself am doing okay. My day started way later than it was supposed to. And I decided to test out a different computer and to see about streaming it across all the platforms at once because I believe it's more powerful. I'm not sure what the audio visual is going to be like on yesterday's test. The audio visual was good, but they weren't synced up at all, which that's not good. Don't want it to where I'm saying something and moving and then the audio's coming in either before or after. I don't like that at all. Set up a little bit differently with one piece of equipment not in and a different computer running. So I want to see how this goes. And I have, wow, it seems like I'm peeking over here maybe. That might be better, keep me from peeking. You know what, but before I get started, let me find my phone. I want to text something so I can make sure that the chat is working, at least on YouTube, if nowhere else. Because that's the one where everybody actually does come in and say something. I'm on 2 different YouTube channels. There it is. It says I'm live right now. Hey, 4 people. How you doing? All right, well, I see somebody has typed in, and no, I do not see it in the screen, and it should be right here in this screen. And of course, I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it needs me to open the app on a web page, which it shouldn't, because don't have it open while I'm streaming here, and I don't see anybody's text coming through. That sucks. You know, every time I'm doing this stuff, this is a thing about tests, there's always something, you know what I mean? I've never locked into something I could just leave and not have to unplug and replug in. That's what I'm really trying to lock into right now. If I could lock into 2 different setups like that I could have my sales channel running consistently and then have other stuff I'm doing, would be fantastic. Fantastic. There's an odd freaking inflection there. So it says that I'm streaming on all the channels I'm supposed to be. It says I've got a good bit rate, but I might be running too high. It says it's fair. But my problem is I can't see anything anybody's typing, and that part sucks. So we're just going to run with the idea I have. I will check in on the chat in a few minutes because your guys' information is not as pertinent to this one immediately. It's more pertinent sort of later inside of it. I went into a rabbit hole because I watch videos on poker and stuff like that. I'm on the wrong screen. I don't want to be on this screen. Because I watch videos on poker and stuff, I ran into high limit coin pushers, and I don't know if you've seen them yet, but when you first see one, it's just like a coin pusher you would see at a gas station or at a kid's arcade or something like that. You put coins in, it pushes coins along, and it knocks stuff into the bottom of the box. Now, typically at a kid's arcade, you get tokens, or not tokens, you'd get tickets for every time coins drop into the winning section. And then at this place, one person that I've seen and watched for a minute acts like he has to go to another area to get the stuff out of it, and then another guy, he acts like that, but then there are videos where he'll flub and he like won't turn the camera off, and you'll see him, he's just pulling them out of the bottom of the machine like anybody would. The first thing that sort of cued me in that these guys are bullshit was, I was like, wow, really? They have these? I've been to a bunch of casinos. I've never seen one of these. I'm going to have to go and see if they have these things at casinos. Not that I could afford a $10,000, $50,000, or $1 million buy-in for 10, 20, or 100 quarters or whatever it is. And The problem though is that the visuals of these guys, of the coin pusher for the video, it triggers the brain. It triggers the brain hardcore. I can show you what I'm talking about. It's the moving back and forth. You're hearing all of the slots in the background, which I'm sure is just an audio reel. You're seeing the coins go down, and one guy tries to sound all excited, but it's sort of hard to fake being excited about something that's not going on. So he's really sort of, one of these gentlemen has really got this very unique southern drawl sounding voice with a inflection close to a character off of, say, King of the Hill. And so his excitement is like, oh no, wow, do you see how much we're winning here, guys? Oh goodness, I'm so lucky. I can't even begin to tell you how ecstatic I am that I'm winning like this. And it's like this very undertoned, not trying to hold it back. There's no real excitement in his inflection at all. He doesn't sound like that at all. And another guy didn't sound like that guy initially, but as the one dude blew up and the other dude sort of wanted to follow his path, he started trying to imitate this same guy's inflection. The other guy, I can't remember which one's Coin Pusher and which one's Calling Coin Pusher and which one is High Limit Coin Pusher. But so far, when I did just 5 seconds of research on all of them, they're all bullshit. They're all liars. Every one of them. It's all a scam. It's not real. And like I said, the first thing that clued me in is that the audio track always sounds the same. I don't know if maybe they all bought it from the same place, but one of the things about a high limit area is rarely is the high limit area booming, even on Saturday nights. Rarely. Because there's not a lot of people that are playing for 500 or 100. Now, I mean, if you are at Monte Carlo and you are in Las Vegas, that's going to be a little bit different. But when you're touring around and stuff like that, generally the high limit areas, there's going to be a few people in there, but and they are also enclosed. The high limit areas tend to be set off from the main area, and they let you know it's high limit, and a lot of times you might have to step up into stairs and stuff like that, or it might have like little cubbies that have 5 or 6 really expensive machines here and here and here. Rarely are they like big sections of the room like the rest of the area, even like the moderate limits and stuff like that. Because when we're talking about high limits, the minimum I've ever seen inside of a high limit is like a $50 bet. And then it goes up to like $1,000 bet on a slot machine that has one reel. Like you can pay for like one reel to play. That's the most I've ever seen. Typically you're talking about like $100 a bet, and you might be able to play multiple lines and stuff like that. But the sound difference is exorbitantly different. And when these guys are all playing, they sound like they're standing in between a ton of slot machines that are all just going nonstop. All of these slot machines are just go, 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 go. And it's every video that you watch. And mentally, it's very triggering. Like it's part of the thing that sort of draws you in and makes you want to watch it. But the other thing that immediately makes you want to watch it is like when they're like, oh, world record win. I've never won this much. It has to be more than anybody else has ever won off a coin pusher and stuff like that. And then he'll be like, yeah, I have so much in my account. They called me back and then they offered me, 50 quarters for $5 million. And I don't know what's in here, but it has to be more than $5 million, right? And then they'll play and they'll bank out. And they'll be like, look at that. I got $13,500,000. And it'll be like every day or every other day, these guys are posting a video doing that. And then every now and then you'll hear them say, oh, remember guys, I don't win like this all the time. I'm just getting lucky right now. Usually I come in here and I'll lose $1 or $2 million just playing these coin pushers. They had me believing, they had me believing for a minute, but That minute was not very long. I wish this mouse was working. I'm on the wrong channel. Oh, no, I am on the right channel. So let's go over here and, or actually, you know what? I can just put a screen on this one. Here, let's go like that for right now. That'll work for me, I think. I'll scoot over just a little bit more. There, that should work for me. I'm looking up at you. And anyways, so all you gotta do is push in like COINPUSHER. They've been going crazy lately on views. I mean, they have to be making some money. And the things will look convincing, but oh, dude, a quick Google Lens search shows you so much. It's really, really ridiculous. And I did all this on my phone, and it's not as easy for me to do on my computer as it is for me to do from my phone, which where the hell is my phone? Because with my phone, all I had to do 13 hours ago, AV COINPUSHER, COINPUSHER, Joshua Bartley. Now, this guy, he tries to keep it a little bit more real, but I only watched 2 of his videos, and in one of his videos I saw, he slipped up and said, I loaded it with like X amount of dollars. And then as he was talking later, he said, well, they loaded it with X amount of dollars and it's a $5,000 buy-in. He said, man, the other guy that was just here, he said he spent like 15 grand and didn't win anything. And then the moment the guy starts, those coins are just flying down there. It's like, yeah, somebody was actually playing right before you and they quit right when everything's on the edge and it still looks like a perfect stack like this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at these. They're all perfect pictures when they start. There's no chance anybody was here before them. But the ultimate proof is really where you saw that picture where it all got spilled right there. So the real evidence are these coins right here, right? If you take a screenshot and you blow it up, which I don't know, let me see how much I can blow up my screen. So it's still not enough. Okay, now you can see it, right? You can see what the bottom of the coin says. You ever been to a casino? All right, because the thing about casinos is that every single casino has different chips from every single casino. The Bellagio and Biloxi, even though it has a whole bunch of sister casinos, don't have any other chips that look exactly like the Bellagios at any of those other casinos. They all have different names. They're all going to be just a little bit different colored. And they tend to, professional chips also have these markings. And this guy, he bought the best chipset to do this bullshit with. But only later on. In his earlier videos, he has the exact same cheap chipset that these other guys are using. And the reason I knew those chipsets right when I looked at them the first time is because I used to own one of those sets. Like 15 years ago, it's one of the nicer sets you could buy off the internet in order to have home tournament games. And that's really where they get these from, right? But you go to Amazon. Go to Amazon. All right. We want to search for, what were they called? They were called Monte Carlo. I don't know how to spell anything. I'm an idiot when it comes to spelling. Like, I'm so dumb at spelling. It is M-O-N-T-E, Carlo. Monte Carlo poker chips. I think that's all I'm going to have to type in, but really, I should have typed in, there it is. Monte Carlo Poker Club. Premium poker chips, heavyweight, 14 gram. Now you see the dots, like these are a different color, but you still see that looks like a casino chip. Like from a distance, that looks like a casino chip. But I promise you this, no casino in the world where you're playing for any kind of real money has this inside of any of their machines. You don't trade in any of those poker chips for cash at any place around the country. Nowhere. Guaranteed. And here's the other thing, right? They're all like that. Like, I'll just make this small again so I can see what the hell is going on. Because that was this one right here. And this is the guy that has that voice I was talking about. I'm not sure if you guys can even hear the audio when it comes through this computer. But he's the one that has that very specific voice I was talking about. And look at this. Oh, this is the same guy. I'm trying to get to a picture of those other chips that are in the back. Record win, and you can see the amount of coins. I mean, it's not like doing these videos is exactly cheap, especially some of them will put in a whole bunch of $100 bills and, you know, trying to make it look convincing. Here's the coins I'm looking for right here. Got to get through the Burger King commercial. Can't eat at any of these places, especially not out here. It's all the worst food ever. So these chips right here, me and my wife had in our poker when we were playing poker tournaments, and I'm talking about, yo, this is 2006, you know, 2004. This is a long time ago. Like, these poker chips have been around for a minute, but you can see them right there real easily, right? I mean, it's another one. It's a probably don't even have to do anything except go like aces, and we'll probably find them real quick. Bang, there it is, casino. And that's the one that is in this other guy who's super popular. He uses all these casino chips. And I mean, the reality is that there's no way to get good casino chips unless you actually like go to Vegas, and there's probably a surplus place or something like that where you can buy some old casino chips. But I even went to the point before I looked up the chips at one point. I was like, had a wild hair up my butt and decided I was going to just go ahead and make a phone call. And I like was on hold with Monte Carlo long distance for like 15 minutes before I was like, why don't I know those chips aren't real. Why don't I just blow them up and look at them and research them? And that's when I got to this point. And so I will go to a screen where I can actually see what you guys are saying, which is going to be my YouTube. Good morning, Oliver. Good morning, Ali. Check. Good morning, Oliver. Good, just making sure. Wanted to hear myself for a second. So that is generally, you know, the story. I mean, I don't want to play too much of their content and have it, but I mean, these gold bars, you can get these packs that look like AirPods that aren't AirPods. I mean, you can get these for like $7 a pack. You can get these gold bars that are fake. You can get these gold bars that are fake for very cheap. They're very inexpensive, and they won't be real, you know. But if you were to look at the gold bar, all of them up close, there would be something on it that says it's not real. Typically, it's not going to be like a lot of places that produce those that you can buy gold bars on Amazon. You know, it's gonna have a printing on it that says. And I mean, these guys had me going for like 3 days. I was listening to this crap. Here we go. 1 ounce layered steel bar, Canadian maple leaf novelty art bar. You see what I'm saying? Like, this stuff is so easy. And they really give themselves away, though. I mean, the main way they really give themselves away is that they claim, you know, a $5 million buy-in to win $13 million. And it's like every day, bro. Like, it's like every day. Whoops. Didn't mean to go here. Let's go look at his channel real quick. COINPUSHER, 100K subscribers, just starting to blow up. 15 hours ago, high limit, $1 million buy-in, high limit COINPUSHER. $4 million buy-in, high limit COINPUSHER. 1 day ago, $2 million buy-in, high limit COINPUSHER. Biggest win ever, high limit COINPUSHER. $1 million buy-in, high limit COINPUSHER. Now, when I was going, when they had me going for a minute, I went and I click on them and I'm like, well, I mean, these casinos must love that you're advertising for them like this, right? But where's the casino link? Like, where does it say what casino you're going to? You're not. You're not. You're just another one of these channels, like these rock channels. They're all fake, man. All the channels that blow up the quickest, they're all BS, or they're all getting a push from somewhere. It's like, you know, a few of the biggest stars we have nowadays started on Disney Channel. If that's not manufactured, I don't know what is. I don't have a problem with these people. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying that it seems to be the things that are manufactured to, you know, create the biggest dopamine dump in your brain. They don't care about the efficacy or the honesty of what they're putting out there. Whatever. Just another channel I'm not going to watch anymore. It's like when their videos come up now in my scroller, I do like some of my viewers have to have done, and I'm going to click the button that makes it to where they're like, oh, you don't want to see this anymore? Why not? And I'm like, it's not relevant to me anymore. And then it'll stop showing me stuff like that inside of my algorithm. Because that's really what all this is on social media. You know, it's your algorithm now. That's what we're all learning. We're all learning that what we're seeing out of Facebook, what we're seeing out of Twitter, what we're seeing out of YouTube is a huge section of what we put into those things. The kind of attention that we click is the kind of attention that we receive. I might be using the wrong word in place of attention, but it's just been proven that if all you do is click on puppies and sunshine, that's all you're going to see is puppies and sunshine. That's all it's going to feed you is puppies and sunshine. Yet we are definitely geared to click on things that we want to see the problems ahead, the scams that are coming, and the things that infuriate us. And there are lots of people making money off of that sort of stuff. It's just sort of sad that, you know, these guys just couldn't keep it small. It had to turn into something that's, you know, insanely untrue. Yet, will it matter? Maybe not. Because the reality is that there is a psychological attractant to the way these videos play out. That's one of the first things I noticed, is that I was like, man, this is some of the dumbest content I've ever seen. But I would be doing something and I'd be looking up and watching the stupid coins go over the edge of the fucking thing. And I mean, I would be enwrapped, and I'm sort of understanding as it's going on why I'm enwrapped. You know, it's almost hypnotic, even though it is loud and bashing and a little bit annoying. The thought of riches with the hypnotic movement and a consistent sound will very much make you watch something. So maybe nobody will care. I know this. Nobody cares about the guys that are digging rocks out of the ground that obviously planted them there, and they get like millions and millions of views. But, you know, they're out of China and stuff like that. So let those poor ass people get some money. At least, hopefully, it's not the Chinese government. Hopefully, it is some poor ass people that are doing that, and they actually are making money off of, you know, fake rock hounding videos where they find all kinds of colored glass in the ground. Whatever. That's not as bad as the other fake videos, and this is not as bad as the other fake videos, which is the ones where these guys are primitive building. There's like 1 or 2 people that actually do real primitive building, and these ones that have these people dressed as if they live in the jungle and they're making pools and stuff like that. There's a bunch of really great videos out there exposing those people and showing the kind of devastation they leave in their wake, and that none of those videos are real. It's completely fake. So anyways, good morning. I'm going to go and see if anybody's chatting on my YouTube stream, since that's the only one I can see. Next time I try this, I will, maybe later this afternoon, I will try and run it through the Restream and see if this computer running all of that stuff has an audio and a video that's all synced up and looks pretty good. Because that's been the main problem with all of this, is that when I set up and I run everything, it will look fine to me while it's running, but then when I go and view it afterwards, that the recording that's inside of the box or that's inside of the channel, it won't be okay. It'll be like the audio is lagging behind it or something like that. Anyways, I'm going to see if you guys have anything to say. No. It's sort of a horrible time. This says I only started 6 minutes ago. Has it only been that long? There's no way. 30. That's more like it. I probably could have made this video a bit longer, but why beat a dead horse? I mean, the reality is that if you want to go and watch some of their videos and see if what I'm saying is true, I gave you all of the tools to do it. And I'm not trying to lock your brain into the sound of the gambling in the background and the coin pusher moving back and forth, because it got me for a few days, and I'm not wasting my time on that garbage anymore. So, hey, I love you for watching. I hope this video turns out really good. If it doesn't, maybe I'll just go ahead and reshoot it inside the box, edit it down, and then put it out there. Testing. 1, 2, 3. I love you for watching. I'll see you soon. Maybe I'll play some music that I'll delete right afterwards. Maybe. I am working on stuff that I'm going to permanently record. Everything is steps towards that process when it comes towards, you know, the DJ sets and stuff like that. With the recent passing of a friend, I realized that I had forgotten one of my main goals when I had started putting out a catalog of my mixes, and that was to have a great catalog for my death. So it's like, I always wanted it to be a party. You know what I mean? I love you for watching. I'll see you soon. I got to give it a couple of seconds, otherwise it cuts it off because it's streaming through one thing or another.